"You can't sit here!" The waiter shouted so loudly that the entire restaurant went silent. Everyone turned to look at the elderly man standing near the table. His clothes were old, his hands were shaking, and he held a few crumpled bills tightly in his hand. The old man lowered his head and said softly, "I just wanted something small to eat." But instead of showing kindness, the restaurant manager walked over with disgust written all over his face. "This restaurant is for paying customers, not beggars," he snapped. People started whispering. Some laughed quietly, while others pulled out their phones to record the humiliation. The old man looked around sadly, nodded slowly, and turned to leave. But before he could take another step, a young waitress suddenly stood in front of him. "Sir," she said gently, "please sit down. I'll pay for your meal." The manager became furious. "You barely make enough money yourself. Stop trying to play hero." The waitress looked embarrassed, but she refused to move. Then she whispered something that changed the atmosphere completely. "You don't understand. He reminds me of my father." For a second, the restaurant became silent. Then the manager slammed his hand on the table and shouted, "Both of you get out!" The old man lowered his head again and grabbed his worn-out hat. But just as he was about to leave, the restaurant doors suddenly swung open. 3 men in expensive suits rushed inside looking nervous. "Sir, we've been looking everywhere for you," one of them said breathlessly. The entire restaurant froze. The old man calmly turned around and asked, "Is the car ready?" "Yes, Chairman." At that moment, the manager's face lost all color. The old man was not homeless. He was actually the founder of a luxury hotel company who secretly visited businesses to see how ordinary people were treated. Then he looked at the waitress and smiled warmly.
What's your name?
Maria.
From today, you'll be the new manager of this restaurant.
Manager, really?
And nodded slowly. "From today, you'll be the new manager of this restaurant." Everyone gasped. Moments later, security escorted the manager out while the customers watched in complete silence. Before leaving, the old man handed Maria an envelope. When she opened it, tears immediately filled her eyes. Inside was enough money to pay for her mother's surgery. The old man smiled kindly and said, "Kindness always returns, one way or another." Have you ever been judged when you were struggling and wished just one person would show you kindness? Share your story in the comments. Subscribe for more emotional, dramatic story.